America, Russell Westbrook, one of my favorite players, is now a Laker. As my brother Tim G. Jacobs can show enough tell you, I've been saying for years that Russ need to be a Laker. I've been saying that. When motherfuckers was saying that Russ was about to leave OKC, I was hoping Russ was going to come on home. Y'all see that Russ love LA. The man went out there and got 20 because of LA legend Nipsey Hussle got murdered. Motherfucker just decided, you know what, I'm going to go get 20 of everything tonight just because I can. That's how much the man put on for the city. But I ain't going to boast. I ain't going to brag too much right now. Because I think I did a little bit too much of that in the past. Initially, when I did, it worked out. We won that ship. We won in 2020. Last year, not so much. All right. So I'm just going to be humble and see how this thing pans out. But I will acknowledge the elephant in the room. Everybody talking about the lack of shooting. We know when it comes to Brun, his third guy, generally speaking, needs to have some kind of catch and shoot ability. Okay? Cool. I said it. It's out there. But to those people, I will say this. The last two NBA champions, including the Lakers, have dominated points in the paint. So that's the Lakers and that's the Milwaukee Bucks. Okay? But I'm gonna go to my brothers right now and get their thoughts on Russell Westbrook coming to the Lake Show. Tell you, what you think, man?
You gonna start with me? You ain't gonna start with the guy that pays rent?
I'm gonna go to our version of Shannon Sharp in a minute.
Okay, all right.
I'll go to our Shannon Sharp in a minute. Our Kendrick Perkins.
First of all, I will not be Skip. Oh, by the way,
it's gonna be Wales.
See there, that's just silly.
Skin tone. Go ahead.
I'm amazed at this one.
Who this colorist, man?
I'm amazed at this one. And I don't know. I wanted to work. I'm just not sure. I just a lot left LA. Y'all gave up Kuz, KCP, Trez, and the 22nd pick. And you sent back Westbrook. They said, well, Washington sent back Westbrook and 2 second rounders, right? I believe it was 2 seconds.
Yeah.
This one's going to be very interesting. And now I'm going to take a quote from somebody that I don't like to take quotes from, but I kind of get his point. But Stephen A said there's a lot of pressure on Russ with this one. There's a good bit of pressure on Russ with this one. Because this is the last best opportunity he's going to have to win a title. And two, Russ was, I don't know what the conversation was, but the reports were that Russ basically convinced AD to play more center if he came to town.
Did it say he encouraged him to get in the fucking weight room all season?
Well, no, I ain't see all that.
That's what I need to read. Shit.
This is going to be an electric thing for the league. People are going to watch. People are going to pay attention. The Lakers probably have 50-some games on TNT and TBS this year.
As we should.
And then some. People are going to watch. Because this is the West Coast version of Brooklyn. So people are going to watch. And people have already said and put their name on it, put their pen on it, that the Nets and the Lakers are going to meet up.
Is that what Vegas saying? I know you're a betting man. That was Vegas.
I haven't seen what Vegas said, but a lot of people are saying Nets and Lakers. So they basically have just told Giannis, basically, your championship didn't matter. So, and that's fine. That's fine. It'd be great to see how this thing plays out. I will say this. I'm glad to see Russ back in LA. He's an LA guy. He's been here. He's wanting to be in LA. I know LA is his heart. Means so much to him to be back home. But what I'm curious to see is the change in the play. Now, we got the first inkling with AD saying he'll play more center. So now the question is, what does the rest of the team look like? And as you've just acknowledged, the shooting ain't there. So where is the shooting going to come from? Maybe they'll get JJ Redick on a veteran minimum. I've seen reports where Carmelo has been tied to LA coming. Rudy Gay, DeMar DeRozan.
Adam Wells, I'm available.
I'm just saying. Will you poo-poo Rudy Gay?
Timeline Joe. Timeline Joe.
I'm just saying it's gonna be very interesting. There's a lot of free agency dominoes to fall, and LA has been very good about bringing guys in, and they've got the team that people will want to play for. So I'm interested. I'm gonna watch because Russell Westbrook has triple-double in his name, quite honestly. So it's gonna be there. 2 S's, 2 L's, and 2 O's. So he was born to have a triple-double nightly. So the only thing that I'm gonna leave with this is it's kind of funny. They had one of them street fights. I think it was like Kimbo slicing somebody, and it said at the top, basically LeBron and Russell fighting over the last rebound. Who's gonna get the triple-double that night? I thought that was pretty good.
Just disrespectful. Joe, talk to us over here now.
Man, get a championship to the Lakers. Stop playing.
That boy going in hot. That boy coming in hot.
I'm just playing.
No,
let's dial it down. Quick. Okay, so Russ actually went to Bron's house a couple weeks ago, right? AD was there also. They actually had talks. Russ, this is what was reported. Russ verbally said, I don't mind playing off ball. And I can do it because I proved it. I played off ball with James Harden. Right? Bron and AD in return also said they're willing to change positions. AD is willing to go to the 5. Bron said he's willing to go to the 4. And I guess play that point forward type deal. So that's the start. That's the start where you could say, okay, these guys are verbally saying they're not going to have an ego. Now, that's the starting point. Whether or not it actually happens when they play, that remains to be seen. It's clear that they don't have shooters right now. Well, guess what? They only have 4 guys on a contract right now. They only have 4 players. So, no, they don't have shooters yet. They got Marc Gasol, AD, Russ, and Bron. Those are the only contracts that's on the Lakers books. So, we know that they're going to go out, as T said, they're going to get the vet minimum guy. I expect them to go after JJ Redick, Patty Mills, guys like that, because they're going to need to shoot. If these guys, if what they're verbally saying they actually do, I do think, no doubt they're coming out the West. Because I had Bron and AD coming out the West last year. And you telling me now you're giving me Russ? You're giving me that energy? You're giving me a guy that's going to actually get them easy buckets and fast break points? I got them winning the West. Because I do think they're going to get the shooting that they need. And I think, let's just be honest, when you have 3 guys, barring injury, let me put that out there.
That's the big motherfucker. There it is right there, Joe.
Barring injury, I don't see anybody in the West really. I mean, it's going to be challenging because they knew and they got to mesh together this, that, and the third, chemistry-wise. But I got them winning the West, man. But my thing, now, the whole thing with the fighting over the triple-doubles, all that's well and good. I can even say the ha-ha. But it's kind of, and this is me throwing a shot. I'm going to go ahead and say that now. It's funny that we can do all of these memes, but when I joked about the dribble guys in the Nets, it was, oh, why you saying that? How you know that's going to happen? Mm-hmm. But I'll leave that to the person that they know is directed to.
Oh, God. That's some of that group text stuff, America. Y'all know how that go down. I'm going to say 3 quick things. Number 1, the reason why I'm staying humble is because of what Joe said, injuries. I got 2 guys who got a pretty extensive history of getting injured now. That's AD and that's Russ. Like we know Russ is so uber athletic and he's so he got the monstrous dunks and everything, but Russ kind of stay dinged up a lot though. Like we don't be thinking about that because when he does hoop, he just so, my God. But Russ, he was kind of dinged last year.
Yeah.
And part of the reason why they record was trash at first.
Well, no. What?
Part of the reason it was once they got right, they
just ain't have enough.
They end up making the playoffs. We see
They did. They just ain't have enough though.
AD. You know why I've been on AD when he healthy. He arguably the best player in the league when he healthy. If he had that,
the Pelicans AD.
Go get it. Go just go. Well, championship AD led us in everything but assists.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
And was the best defender on the team. You know what I'm saying? Even though I would say Bron still was the best in terms of second in points, up there in rebounds, your lead. He was the leader. Everybody knew he was the leader. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he's up there. I'm just saying that motherfucker's amazing when he's healthy. He hurt. And the other guy gonna be 37 in December. The other guy gonna be 37 in December.
That's true.
And you telling me outside of them three, the only other people I got on the team right now is Marc Gasol and Matt McClung?
Well,
Alonzo McKinney.
But McClung not quite.
No. Look at his face when he threw that one up in there. Look at him over here.
You got to name everybody.
Don't admit him.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, with the lack of depth, unless we
got to finish the roster out. The roster got to be finished out now.
But I'm talking about, come on now. Like last year, I felt like I had a little depth because Drummond was there. I felt like if Bron had a little less mileage on him, we should have been able to withstand. Give AD some time to come back. But, Bron, he on up there. But like this year, we sure enough can't handle injuries. We got 3 motherfuckers making $40 million. I know we got to fill out the roster, but how much can we fill it out with boys that can actually hoop when 3 motherfuckers making $40 million?
But because the money tied up with Russ, Bron, and AD, but it's going to be vet minimum guys.
That's what I'm talking about.
But I'm saying these are going to be guys that's been in the league. They're not young, where
they got a hoop.
It's gonna be.
I don't need a bunch of Jared Dudleys. Let me put that. I don't need a bunch of Jared Dudleys.
No. So tell me this. So if they get a JJ Redick, if they get a Patty Mills,
I fuck with that.
If they get an Otto Porter,
I don't think that's enough. I don't think none of that's enough.
If these boys
not in a guard-centric West, I don't think that's enough.
If they stay healthy, it's enough.
Everybody's getting better.
Tell me who.
Everybody's getting better.
My 2 guards, look at who my guards are though. Because Bron basically a point power forward. And Russ,
that is 37.
But what I'm saying is,
who is getting better?
I say injured. I know the injury. If Bron out there, Bron is gonna be Bron. He's still 283 pounds.
Oh, you ain't going up this week?
It's the off season.
Oh, okay.
It's the off season.
Who is getting better too? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
Yeah. But hold on. What's that, Joe?
Oh, who is getting better? I'm saying because if we saying Denver, right? Jamal Murray coming back, right? I'm just taking Denver. AD and Bron, wipe them out. They did them in a bubble, so now we adding Russ. So who else are we talking about that's getting better? Because you got the Clippers. They may not have Reggie Jackson back. Kawhi is hurt. He's probably not going to be back possibly mid-season to late. So who are we talking about getting better?
Well, what I'm saying to you is that the West depth is there. It's never going away, and Golden State's coming back. So, I mean, it's all
talking about with Clay coming off the ACL and an Achilles.
Matters not. There's a lot of people that are saying right now, and I ain't one of them. I'm just saying they're saying Golden State is coming with the construct of their team.
I'm gonna say this here first. I already said the league done caught up to Golden State. Well, as you already know, I've been saying it.
So you saying the league hasn't caught up to LA? Or are we saying the league hasn't caught up to LA when healthy?
No.
What are we saying?
No, when healthy, no.
When healthy, no.
When healthy, no.
Because they paint points.
The
points in the paint.
You can't count
what paint?
We dominate the paint, and we were the best defensively last year until we got hurt.
Until you got hurt.
That was the injury.
So you know it's a given.
I don't know it's a given because
like Jamal Murray got hurt. Like
I'm not saying
Mitchell
them.
got
I'm
hurt.
not saying
Like
I'm
Kawhi
saying
got
them guys.
hurt.
I'm just asking the
2020,
question.
AD played through stuff. AD was hungry. AD was working out. If I get that kind of AD, I think I'm gonna be good. Hopefully, Russ is motivated as well, and he put himself through whatever Bron be doing. Do that shit and come out here and hoop.
So how y'all feel about the free throw shooting?
That's
between them two.
AD's a good free throw shooter. Russ, until these last couple years, been a good free throw shooter. Folks go back. Russ was not a bad free throw shooter. I don't know what the fuck happened.
And I'm gonna just be honest.
Maybe he gets back right.
As a Bron fan, it's no reason for Bron to be that bad at the free throw line. Guards and forwards should not be bad at the free throw line.
Well, we know what that is with Bron. We know what that is with Bron. I'll touch on what that is with Bron on another segment when we talk about Simone Biles. But all right, so I threw the injuries out there. Okay, I threw the injuries out there. Second thing I want to say real quick is shout out to Kyle Kuzma. As a real Laker fan, I have not been one of these motherfuckers out here ripping you, cool. You know when you started getting ripped? When Brun came over there, because when you're on Brun team, Brun's fans gonna always find somebody to rip. You can go to Miami, they're gonna rip them. You go to Cleveland, they're gonna rip Love. Oh, excuse me, in Miami, they were ripping Bosh. You even got some motherfuckers that would rip D Wade, Hall of Fame first ballot D Wade. They would sometimes rip him. Bullshit. In Cleveland, they were ripping Kevin Love. Kevin Love was an all-NBA performer until he got with Brun. JoJo, don't give me that bullshit about the Minnesota Winters and all that shit. That man was hooping. The team was just trash, okay? And he made 2 all-star teams while with Brun, okay? But folks were ripping that man, okay? All he was doing was giving you 19 and 10. And in LA, we won a shit with Kuz playing minutes, a rotation guy. So, as a real Laker fan, I show love to all them young boy Lakers, like B.I., Kuz, Josh Hart, like fuck with them boys. Go Lonzo make all go Lonzo. I fuck with Lonzo. I think now Magic went a little bit too far with what he was saying about Lonzo, but I fuck with Lonzo. Hey, Kuz, go out there to Washington and make the All-Star team. Last point.
He not doing that.
Last point.
Bill want to play with Spencer Dinwiddie.
Last point. JoJo gonna say something about this with America.
I ain't gonna say nothing.
That boy JoJo put in our group text about how blessed Russell Westbrook has been and all the teammates he done had. But he ain't mentioned that boy LeBron, Raymond, James. He ain't mentioned that. That boy been blessed.
I wasn't gonna say nothing. Now I'm gonna have to say something.
Now we done added. This is what Brun had as his co-stars now, America. AD, D Wade, Westbrook, who's gonna be the third best player on the team now, Bosh, Kyrie Irving, and Love. I'm just gonna stop right there because these are all guys he had in his prime. I ain't gonna count Ray Allen in them, and Dwight Howard, Hall of Famers that were outside their prime. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, see, like Shaq, I ain't gonna go there, T. I'm just leave that there. But these are all prime co-stars. So Brun been blessed. Brun is an expert recruiter, and barring injury, I think we're gonna get it done. I'll give my brother JoJo some. I yield my time, JoJo, so you can respond.
All I want to say, I sent that text, not trying to talk bad about Russ. I simply wanted to know what y'all starting. Well, your other 4 players who you would line up with Russ. You just spent that. I like that. You spun the whole text.
No, because I found that to be weird because I was gonna say what I just said anyway on here tonight. But then for you to put that in there, I was like, okay, I gotta mention that. You know what I'm talking about? But America, y'all chime in and tell us what y'all think about the Lake Show having the new Big 3. Does this make the Lakers the prohibitive favorite, at least in the West?
Yeah.
Do y'all think somebody else gonna go ahead and knock them off? Before I get out here, though, I will say this. Y'all Brun witnesses, If y'all pull that shit with Russ, I'll be there with my popcorn when he cuss y'all motherfuckers out. Put it on something. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit statementtees.llc.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.